Hi, my name is Dotty Thompson-Florentino, and my sons Raymond and Ryan both were students and are currently students with Compass Schools, taking extra enrichment classes to help make sure that they are able to graduate from high school with a high school diploma and also with an AA or an AS from the community college at the same time. I utilize Compass Schools for their English coursework, and I'm also going to be utilizing them for mathematics. Mrs. Bricklow is absolutely the best, hands down, English teacher. And coming from me, that's high praise. I was a teacher for 32 years and an administrator. So I think that I'm a pretty good judge of a teacher's abilities. She has been very engaging for my two youngest sons, and they are enjoying English class a great deal. I can jump in at any time during any lesson and session that my children are having during class time and quickly speak to the instructor. I can contact her via email and also through the messaging system in the online school. Well, it's helped them be much more independent learners, first of all. But second of all, it's allowed them to be able to accomplish a lot of educational goals and improve on areas where they had noted significant weaknesses. And the teachers have taken time to help build and create a more positive outlook on a subject like English, which may not be many children's or young adults' favorite subject. Well, I've always homeschooled. And then when my children get to be junior high, high school, I do a combination of high school classes through um, co-ops or online schools. And they also attend classes at the community college as enrichment and towards an AA by the time they graduate from high school. But my go-to for online classes, just period, for my high school students, unfortunately closed their doors. And I was looking for something that had flexibility, was definitely a one-on-one situation, something that allowed my children who didn't exactly enjoy English very much. I mean, Shakespeare, Chaucer, it isn't always everybody's cup of tea. And so something that allowed my kids to get one-on-one assistance and guidance. I have definitely seen them become more independent and responsible. I don't have to nag anybody to get on their classes. They get on by themselves and they look forward to meeting with their teacher, Mrs. Bricklow. I also feel like they don't want to let Mrs. Bricklow down and not have assignments completed. There are assignments outside of class time as well, depending on what schedule you set up and how quickly you need to complete assignments and to work through classes. But I think most importantly is that they have a new confidence in their English skills. My children have always been articulate and able to orally speak, but the writing might not have quite been to snuff. And now I'd have to say one son is doing exemplary and the other one is working towards really having a good, strong grasp on collegiate writing. I think for my youngest son, it has been realizing that he's not going to be limited to just only reading and doing literary responses, that writing can be very personal and there's many purposes to writing, but it also can be academic in nature at the same time. For my oldest son, I would have to say it was actually getting a paper written without major assistance from me.
Yeah.
And that he actually felt like, wow, I can write a paper. And, you know, previously English for both my sons were kind of a tortured experience. And I think that they're having a great deal of fun with her. She's bringing out interesting things, and we're using accommodations like using speak to write and different kinds of things like that, so that it doesn't have to become an issue of how fast or how good you type, but more of, did you get the concepts and the information, and can you articulate it and have the computer type it and make it cohesive with good transitions and introductions and closing and a really strong thesis statement. One of the reasons why you homeschool is so that you have the ability to do school 360 days of the year, have flexibility. And so both of my sons have been able to travel, participate in activities, but still never miss a day of class. And in the off occasion where we actually really are sick, the teacher has been very accommodating, and we have continued to make progress. Everybody's been very helpful and very positive. I think that they really work hard to meet the needs of individual students and get teachers and instructors who are really highly qualified. I really strongly tell parents that supplemental classes through a program like Compass is like the backbone, if you're a homeschooler, to having a really, really good homeschooling education. There's at a certain point as a parent that perhaps maybe teaching a certain subject isn't what's best for you or the child.
Yeah.
And but also sometimes it takes a little bit of technique and finesse for a kid to have a different approach with a different person to make things click. And if you're struggling, having a child that's struggling in a subject, this is definitely the one-on-one help that you want your kid to receive. I've been enormously pleased with the rigor and pace of the classes, the academic standards that are set, the professionalism has been exemplary. You're not getting sucked into a situation of public versus private or all these other things are going on with education. Selections of the readings were very, very responsible and respectful to parents who, for a variety of different concerns or reasons, they want to make sure that reading material is appropriate. I think it's also a program that facilitates for a child to be able to accelerate, just work on areas that they might be having difficulty. If your child is struggling in math or science or in English, then this program really is something that could be used as a core class. Compass provides transcripts, and if you're doing a homeschooling situation, you need those things when you go to apply for colleges. And that's something that makes the program really, really unique. My son Raymond was able to graduate a full semester early. He started an extra semester early just at the community college. And so he actually, with just he graduated in December, with just full-time over at the community college this spring, and this coming semester in the summer, he will have received an AS in mathematics and engineering, and then he'll be starting in the fall.